got fish and fish. Well, it's just over a week since my last session on the River Avon where I caught my personal best pike. I'm coming to a new location today. It's not that far from it actually. It's just down the road from the Limply Stoke Canal that I fished before. A place called Warley Weir. Never fished this place before. It's literally just off the main road, as you can probably hear behind me. I've got to go down a tiny little lane now. I hope that Monty, my big mum Deo, can make it down there. But I'm going to go down and fish another little place that I've never fished before, but I've heard good things about. Again, going for the pike, and from what I can see here, it's very fast flowing, muddy, and quite turned up and frothy. So I think the case today is going to be trying to find somewhere a bit quieter, a bit slower moving water. But I've heard there's some good pike in here and lots of them, so we'll get on down there and hopefully have a few today. This belongs to you. Sorry. Right, so we successfully crossed the railway, no injuries, which is always a plus point. I didn't actually expect to have to do that today. I didn't know there was a railway line I had to cross. I've chosen a swim. It's not too far from where I crossed the bridge, across the railway. But the water is pushing through quite fast like I thought it would, so I'm going to fish quite close in, because mid-water and across closer to the weir the flow's going quite quick, but closer into the margin it's a lot slower, and I think if I was a predator I'd be laying up in the slower water waiting for the fish to come past to grab it. So I hope they're going to be playing ball, that's where they're going to be. It's always nice coming to a new location, but it's even better when you catch a fish from it as well. So without further ado, I'm going to get over to the rods, get them out, and hopefully we'll have some pike today. Right then, both rods are out. On the right rod I've put the head of a bluey and I've flicked it just off an overhanging tree. Like I said earlier, the rivers are much faster flowing in the mid-water, so I've brought the rods closer in. One's just down the right margin, although the water's pushing that way through, it's not too fast. And the left rod I've done something very similar, only it's the tail end of a bluey, and it's just off the tree to my left, both quite close in. So I'm hoping that the fish are close in. If they're not, like I did last time, I'll work my way across the water a little bit, try different spots. And if nothing works here, I've had a little walk up and down. There's not a lot of opportunity to fish along here. The banks, from the safety point of view, there's just no way down to the water without sliding down on your arse into the water, which I don't really want to do mid-November when we've just had so much rain. So I'm going to fish with this swim for a little bit, and if nothing happens here, I think I'm probably going to walk back where I came from and go onto the island and fish one of the corners or something. Just saw a kingfisher, and that brought me good luck last time, so hopefully he'll fly past this swim. Train's on time. Watching the line as well, where it ends the water, it's not moving at the moment. the alarm, so when I struck it snapped clean off. Not how I wanted to start today. Definitely isn't the way you want to start your session, with a crack off. Spot that I thought Pike might have been sitting, rod's been out 15 minutes, started tapping away, and just as it started to pull I thought, right, I'll strike it, picked it up, struck. But where the my own fault, how I'd got my bank stick set up, meant that my line wrapped around the alarm, or under the hanger, so when I struck it was just immediate pressure, like all line tension straight to my alarm, and snapped me straight off, which is really gutting, because unfortunately that fish has now got quite a bit of line. I mean, I'm fishing safely, so the lead would have come off and eventually it'll get rid of the trace. But that's not how you want to start your session, and it's never good losing fish, whether it's a stupid mistake or just something you can't help. It's very frustrating. So, but it's a good sign, at least it shows there's fish in the area that I thought there would be. So I'm going to quickly tie another trace up and get the rod straight back out on the same spot. Bloody hell. I'm going to move on to another spot, try somewhere else, walk on that direction, past the weir, where it sort of meanders. So I'm hoping that on those meanders there's some slow moving water on the inside of the bends, or even the other side of the island, it might be slightly slower moving. Just trying to find places that I think fish might be holding up in this higher bloody water. This is the first spot I'm going to try. As you can see, fast flowing water is going round this corner. As soon as it goes round, it's rip curling round, and we've actually got some backflow coming back towards me up this way. So this looks like a perfect little spot where some pike might hold. It's much slower moving, and like I said, because it's whipping round, there's going to be some pretty still spots where the pike hopefully are going to be sitting. So I'm going to flick one quite close in, another one right in the centre of the hole, stir it up, where it's barely moving at all. And hopefully in this swim we'll have some pike. It's a chunk and a half. A chunk. This swim is just too fast flowing. I just cast out. I know that's not a fish. And this bait is just snagged now. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bait was just bouncing along, and I've now snagged that completely. Yeah, I'm going to move swim. Well, I've just walked all the way across this field. There's not really anywhere I can fish. There's a few nice, slower moving patches, but it's just impossible to get down to the river. And the perfect spot, there's overhead power lines going across, so I can't fish there. But I moved down to the very other end of this island, which splits the river off. And just on the end of it, there's a really nice, slow, calm patch. I hope you can hear me over the wind. But that's where I'm going to head down now with my rods. Right in the brunt of all the wind. But hopefully there's some pike sitting under there, and it's going to be the last spot I'm going to try on the river, and potentially go up onto the canal afterwards, but this could be the last attempt at trying to catch one. Crash Bandicoot as a ringtone. Hello. Tried to be proactive like I was last time. It's a new stretch and I've come on pretty bad conditions. That's my excuses anyway, but the water is up, fast flowing and very murky and muddy. So it's not the best conditions for pike fishing. I got plagued by eels and bad debris and things in the other swims. And that first run that I struck and snapped my line could have easily been another eel playing with a bait. But hopefully it was anyway, because otherwise I'd lost a pike. But never mind, I'll definitely be back on this stretch again when the conditions are a bit better. But no, it's pretty chilly. I'm going out this evening, so I want to get home, have a shower and everything and get out before then. So it just hasn't happened today, but I hope you enjoyed this session anyway. Like I said, I'll probably be back here again soon. Not sure when my next session will be. Looking to train again. Don't know when my next session will be, but it could be pike, carp, I'm not sure. Pretty spontaneous with my fishing today. I decided to come today, last night, so we'll see when I'm next out. But cheers for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you did. Add me on Facebook and Instagram, Nuffinbutishing. I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys. Oh, my knee. Dead. I think I can cross now. Nuffinbutishing.